Hi there, Felicia. This is Sheena, and I know that it's been a while before I got you this video, but hopefully you still appreciate it. And I want to be able to deliver feedback on kind of optimizing your online presence by doing few things. So there are tips and some few actions that we can take in order for us to increase your online presence and utilize this as a tool to be able to transform your website into a lead generating asset. And three things I want to be able to discuss will be yours and your competition's website, Google Business Profile. So not sure if you're familiar with that. And before I dive deeper into that, the third one will be the performance behind all of these, right? So we already know that, of course, Google is the number one search engine around the globe. And we've heard about ChatGPT, um, but for right now, of course, Google is where you want to be found. There's measures out there. There's a lot of people who are, purchasing ads in order for them to be on top of Google. So there are searches as to where you'll see a lot of ads on top, but there are some where you won't see a lot. But I did my research and checked where you are marketing, and I've seen that you have been marketing in Florida. So I hope I found the right thing. Because I also checked to see, I saw Illinois in my research, and also you're from a different area. So hopefully I'm reviewing the area correctly. But we'll go ahead and start out with Florida, right? So and anyway, we can, we can add different areas to your website. So let's go ahead and start out with the Google Business Profile. This is Google Map Pack. So I'm pretty sure you've Googled, when we talk about Googling a restaurant, we see usually this top three right here is where we usually uh, get clicks, right? And if you click onto this one, you'll have a ton of competition, right? So we want to be found in that area. Uh, and this is a separate traffic from your for your website, right? So you have the top three, and the way to be able to make it here is by creating your Google Business Profile. I don't see that you have one as of yet. I just see your website. But the great thing about your website, when you research on it, we can see your actual website. So that's a good thing. It's a really good sign. So it's just a matter of us putting up, all online signals in order for Google to know that you're really present out there. So filling out completely, filling the Google Business Profile completely, making sure that you're getting reviews as soon as, if you work with someone, make sure that you're having them um, provide you reviews. And then also updating your account, updating your profile, updating your photos, your offers. So I'm just gonna click on to one, right? Putting all information, the same all across the internet, right? So if you are found in one directory, for example, in Yelp, right, you want to be stating all the same information so that Google's not confused, right? Because even with a phone number, it's different phone number, it's gonna get confused and think like, okay, is this, are we referring to the same Faithful Property Solutions? And of course, photos. So as much update that you can put, And this is so it's easy, right, to be able to do all of those things, but the main thing is doing it, like really daily until you get your reputation out there. So but that will ramp up your visibility, your online presence, and that's organic. So the great thing about it is that even if there's like 300 clicks, if one click costs you 25 to $50, you're not having to pay per click, right? So you're just paying, for the optimization, which is one flat fee, and this one can go out of hand. But sometimes it does work, right? So we're not veering away from ads because that can help out in the start of your journey in uh, search engine optimization. But of course, at the same time, it's still different when you're establishing yourself online as one of the best or the best in cash buyers in Florida. All right, so next will be the another organic, which is the actual website, right? So this Google Business Profile includes a combination of website, your social media, your link, your website being found in different websites, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit more. So let's go ahead and check on your website. This is very neat, right? I can see your style. You wanted minimalist, although of course it looks like you have information there. So that's really good. I can see your intention there. One thing that Google loves is the two things, right? One is command content, which means the content that helps your potential, in our term for real estate investor, motivated seller, in order for them to, be able to um understand and know why should I be choosing you as a motivated seller, right? So I can see that you kind of understand that, right? Like by providing information to your potential sellers. But ideally you want to have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words, and this just helps them to understand a little bit more of your processes, who you are, what you do. And the great thing about real estate investing with us, with what I've seen, all the websites, high converting websites that I've seen, is that the more real you are, the more genuine you are, the better, right? We're not having to be like real estate agents as to where we have to be really all dressed up and it has to be professional and all of that. So I love the fact that you have, your photo here as well. I can see like your sincerity in delivering your um your well, very basically the sincerity of your message, right? So 1,500 to 2,000 words, and then the keywords, right? So same exact keywords that's being searched by your um potential seller, motivated seller, right, is the same keyword that needs to be found in your website as well. And we're going to dig in a little bit deeper on that in a little bit. So this is your competition. When I research it, House Heroes. Not sure if you've heard about them, but you can see. So phone number, we want that phone number there, right? We don't want anyone going to your website and seeing that there's no phone number, and we lose them just because we don't have that phone number, right? And then we want to be able to get forms. So in case that they try to get a hold of you and they cannot, then at least they can drop a form there and you're not giving them a reason not to get in touch with you, or you not getting in touch with them, right? So you can see the keyword there, um, and you can see there's a video on there. There's like a reputation information. like some quote on their testimonial, the steps, the processes, difference between agent and, their company, Facebook reviews, so this is the reason why it's 1500, right? You can see like how very informative, and I get it, a lot of us are starting out in this industry, and like you are gonna think, what are you gonna put in there your website? But that's, usually you can check on inspiration, and usually with me I just do like everything for the client, but you can check on some inspiration. You can start out with house heroes, so, that will really be helpful. So let's go ahead and go to the performance behind the scenes. So you don't have performance as of yet. It's looking like that there's a backlink here, and I'm going to discuss that a little bit more. This is your competition's performance. So your rating is the trust rating, the credibility rating, and DR rating is your domain rating, the power of your website. Both has to be relatively the same, so we can see that highest score is 100, and both of these are impacted by these two. So what is backlinks? Backlinks is a shout out from another website, stating your business information, or it can be a blog, it can be different things, and they're made differently and they impact this differently. Domain will be a website housing those links, and they can transfer power, credibility, and authority to your website. And then, of course, this is the organic keywords that we are talking about here. So we're gonna, dig in deep and check and see what are they ranking for. And of course, with all of those efforts that they have, SEO efforts, they have about 1,600 traffic per month on their website. So, you can see the difference between your website just, being a business card. And of course, I'm not saying this to devaluate your website, but I'm just pointing out the potential of what you can have if you have this, and this is more of inbound, right? Because these are people who are already searching, who are interested, who are searching these keywords. So let's check on Orlando. Sell my house fast, Orlando, so we can include that, right? So so I'm going to discuss these three things. So volume is the number of searches for that specific keyword. KD is the keyword difficulty, how hard it is to rank you for that keyword. 100 being the hardest, 0 being the easiest, and position is where you are at. So here they are ranked, 1 or 2. It can change, it can vary each day, but they are positioned on top in a lot of keywords. So let's see here. Let's see more of. Let's see their position here. Okay, so one, how we buy condos. So sell my home quick. That's Hollywood. Hollywood. Let's find Florida. Sell my house, Florida. There's 50 searches for that. 21. It's a little bit difficult. Sell my house. Also offer heroes. Let's see. Sell my house, Florida. There's 200 searches. We want that. 14, not too bad in ranking. And then they are ranked number 4, so you can use that in your website. So you understand what I'm saying. We buy houses, Pensacola. So you can use these terms in your website, and this will really help you out. And if you have any questions, let me know. I know this is a long video, but hopefully that helped you out, give you an idea to start out and optimize more of your website and increase your statistics on here. Other than that, thank you so much, and you have a pleasant day. Bye.